This Jonathan Owen situation and Simone Biles uh, outrage or outburst really solidifies what we've been talking about as passport bros. As a man that moved out of the US over a year ago, and I'm trying to convince you guys, because this is a man's channel, to leave the US at all costs. It doesn't even have to be about the women. It could be about the law. It could be about the culture, the mindset. This situation is so bad in the US and the West that I don't see how you guys can survive. Like, literally, if you're an individual man and you really desire to have true happiness in life, you cannot have it in the West. I mean, maybe a few guys can that already just zeroed in and just ignoring everything that's happening. But how can you ignore something like this? How can you ignore? A man did an interview with his wife right beside him. He told a story of how they met. They met on a dating site. He swiped. She swiped. She pursued him hard, which is normal. He voiced that he really didn't want to do it. He really didn't want to commit, which is actually very realistic. Because if you think about man, we hold the keys to relationship, and a lot of times we have our doubts. Like, okay, like a young guy like that in the NFL, 28 years old. I mean, he's thinking about all the other girls he could smash. He's thinking about he has a lot of options. A young athlete that's in shape, that's successful, he has way more options than a woman of his same caliber, of his same age. But women want to push this narrative of women has to be the prize by all costs, like her accomplishment. Everything that I saw online about women, they want to dig up old tweets. Since he said, oh, I didn't know who she was. If he said he doesn't know who she was, he didn't know who she was. What's the big deal? Modern women are the most demonic, evil people on the planet. I'm in Africa right now. I'm in Nigeria. This will never be a story or news in Nigeria. Never. A man saying, I think men are the prize. So what? Men are the prize. So what? Women say they are the prize all the time, which most women bring nothing. They bring nothing to the table. But a lot of these women think about the accomplishments that she has as an Olympian, gold medalist, as the prize. But that doesn't make her the prize in a relationship. You can't bring your gold medals to cook for the man. You can't bring your gold medals to say, okay, I'm not loyal, but look at my gold medals. As men, we don't look at these things. These women don't. They keep pushing these accomplishments. You need to be arrogant. You need to divorce him. He's a red flag. She needs to divorce him because he says men are the prize. She needs to divorce him because he said he didn't know her. And you guys are digging up old tweets. You like, modern women have so much time on their hands to dig in somebody else's relationship. You just know they're miserable. There's no way. You women say you're happy. You women say, oh, you're accomplished and you don't need no man, and you're not thinking about no man. You don't need no man, and men are nothing to you. Men are trash. But you're digging into these guys' tweets. You're digging into these people's lives that are obviously happy. Two 20-something-year-old couples are happy in marriage, and the sisterhood wants to destroy it so bad. Which leads me to the next point is, the sisterhood really never needs anything positive, especially in the community and in the US, just in general. Anything positive, it's like anything that's successfully positive and happy and normal, they don't need it. But yet they'll champion Blueface and whatever and whatever those couples they'll champion that. These are the same women. These same sisterhood are the same women that are lining up to date criminals in prison. They have a whole dating site. They have letters. These women are literally lining up to date men that are convicted felons. These same women. And women keep going online talking about, oh, we just need you to just realize how much of a queen you are. What? They hate the fact that she pursued what she wanted. She went for what she wanted, and she became the woman that he wanted. This is what we get in Africa. This is what we get in South America and Brazil and Thailand. These women come to us and say, what do you want me to be your wife? How do you want me to be your wife? What value do you want me to bring into this relationship? Western women do not like that at all, especially if especially a woman like that. It hurts their ego. They need to be worshipped. They need to be worshipped. And women, I saw women online literally saying, oh, he shouldn't have said it that way. He should have said, oh, I should worship the ground that she works on, blah, 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 blah. Women in the West literally want to be worshipped? They hate the fact that both of them was just stripped of whatever gold medal or whatever NFL. I'm just a husband and she's the wife. And he said, I believe men are the prize. There's nothing wrong with him believing men are the prize. There's nothing wrong with that. You want her to divorce her husband because of that, because of a simple interview. But you cut that little clip, because I watched everything before I did this video. And he gave her admiration, he gave her praise. He actually voiced how he helped her in a lot of situations in life when it comes to mental health and just helping him stay grounded. And that's what a good woman would do. We help you stay grounded because, both of you are working towards the future. These women didn't see that part. They were never going to see that part. They just need security. Like, feminism has become so toxic that women need to feel superior. Like, there's so many miserable women in the West. They will find time. They have nothing but time in their hand because they have no man. Nobody wants them. They're very miserable. They're very, very sad. Because if you're very, very happy and accomplished, like you say you are, you won't be worried about what some man said about being a prize or saying he didn't know her. If he say he doesn't know her and he didn't know in the beginning, he didn't know her. What's wrong with that? No. You have to say you knew her. You have to say that. You have to put her on the pedestal. You have to worship her the ground. She's a queen and she has all this accomplishment. And these women keep talking about accomplishment. They don't understand. Accomplishments don't mean crap. Accomplishment don't mean crap to men. Your accomplishment don't make you a good wife. Unless you are on the Olympics training and competing to be a wife, then we'll take those accomplishments. But women hate it so much. They said he's insecure. He's trying to suppress her so that he can feel big. It's like all kind of crazy stuff. This sisterhood is done. Western civilization is done. It's crumbling before our eyes. You can literally see day in, day out. Outrage. Can you imagine? Outrage because a man said he didn't know her in the beginning. She pursued him. Right? These women, there was another woman going online said, she did a video on TikTok, she said, see, this is why you're creating a sassy man. See, men are always going to be arrogant and want to be pursued and want flowers because y'all keep pursuing man. I would never pursue a man. Okay. If Western women are so arrogant, the most arrogant, empty women on the planet you can find are in the West. And you guys still arguing with me about West Africa and oh, I heard the women here, this, and I don't want to hear anything else about, oh, I heard the women in Africa are this and what? And you guys are facing that over there? You guys are going through outrage because a man just simply told a story of how he met his wife. And all these single women are just going after him, literally doing video after video after video. There was a lady that did, not a lady, there were a lot of ladies that did reaction videos. They're pulling out tweets. I saw a lady, I couldn't even watch the video. I just fast forwarded and just watched some. She pulled out tweets from what this single miserable women that have all this time in their hand, they have nothing else to do with their time. They went to pull out old tweets and say, yes, see, he knows about gymnastics. He was tweeting about gymnastics, blah, 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 in 2012. Like, bruh, if he say he didn't watch if he say it was busy at the time, he was in school, they didn't have TV, he didn't know who she was, so what? Western women want to be worshipped for being empty. Imagine women thinking they're the prize after giving their body to 200, 300 different men. Is that a prize? You've given the prize to 200 different men and you're calling that a prize. And you're bringing that washed up ish here, calling it a prize? The most arrogant women in the world, the most arrogant, the most obese, the most baby mamas, the most disrespectful, the most useless. The only thing they're useful for is for the people that train them, the zaddy, the government and taxes and consuming. That's all they're good for. Literally throwing their accomplishments left and right. These women couldn't stop talking about her accomplishments. They couldn't stop talking about accomplishments. Yo, accomplishments don't make you a wife. Men don't pick based on accomplishments. This is why 90% of men pay alimony. If men chose women based on accomplishments, 90% of men won't be paying child support and alimony. Men will be choosing women in a different tax bracket. This is how sad the U.S. and all this Western society has become. The community. Don't even get me started on the black community. The black community is done. Black women went after her. How are you gonna tell a woman that's happily married to divorce? Who are you? Who are you to tell another woman to divorce her husband based on your insecurities? Because you want her to be single so bad. You don't want anybody in healthy relationships. You do not want to see any healthy relationships. If it was Sierra in an interview saying, I didn't know who Russell Wilson was, I'm the prize, blah, 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 blah. These women would be like, yes, queen. There will be no backlash. There will be zero backlash. Even though we all know she got saved by Russell Wilson. Right? It's crazy out here, man. This is, for me doing these videos and reacting to these videos and talking about these things, I need you guys to see more reasons why you need to leave the West. You have no business being in the West. You need to do what you need to do as a man in the West. I don't care if you're white, black, unless you're Asian and you're plugged into the community and you have access to, women that are still plugged into the culture. If you're outside of that, if you're in the West, you need to plan on leaving the West. If you're from Cambodian descent and you've never been to Cambodia, your next move is to learn how to trace your family back to Cambodia and move. If you're from Haiti and you can't go back to Haiti because of what's going on over there, you can always go to Mexico. You can always move to Brazil. You can always move to Africa. You can always move to Thailand. You can always move somewhere else but the West. The West is done. It's done. It's done. For women to be women are so arrogant, miserable. They don't want to see any kind of happiness. And that just tells you, if you come with a positive mindset and you're a normal guy and you'll cultivate a healthy relationship, you can't do that. Look at how they're reacting to someone in a healthy relationship. What makes you think that they will be able to handle or cultivate or build any kind of relationship with you? They're already telling you if you don't make any kind of money, they're not going to be with you, because they're not dating based on liking you. They're based on what they're going to get out of it, because they know they're going to use the law against you. Telling another woman to divorce her husband is crazy to me. It's real crazy to me. Like, this woman can be so miserable to the point where they don't want to see any kind of person happy. They don't need to see you happy. They definitely don't want to see that woman humble. That woman is so humble. Humble. She pursued him. She chased him. Right? They didn't like that. They needed her to be right over there with him, praying for the man to come knock on their door like the rest of them.
Voiceover on. Direct.
Right? Yo, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, man. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, man. It's over, man. It's over for y'all in the West. It's over for y'all in the West. It's over. Sorry about the noise. My TV was, I don't know what's going on with my Apple TV over here. It's done. It's over with. There's no country that you can get this kind of. There's no country in which you're gonna get this kind of toxicity. So all you have to do is just leave the West, and you automatically in a better position, financially, socially, by the law, legally, in society based, culturally. You're automatically better. I'm in Nigeria, and there's no way this would be a backlash in Nigeria. Like, there's no woman that's coming up saying, "Oh, I don't like. Oh, you should have changed. You can't tell the story that way. You need to be worshiping her. That's the story you need to tell." Like, there's nobody saying that here, bruh. Ain't nobody saying that here. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Like, it's just, if you really think about it, it's mind blowing. It's mind pulling out tweets and trying to ruin somebody else's marriage because of how a story was told is really crazy to me. And for you guys that are not seeing this yet, you're in for a big surprise. If you think this is not gonna touch you, it is. If you think it's not gonna concern you, it is. If you think it's never gonna come your way, it is. If you're in the West, you're in trouble. There's no way out. The only way out is to literally move outside the West. And I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. I did it. It's not easy. Even till now, I'm still trying to get myself together after a year moving out. But I would rather be here than over there with this kind of toxicity running around. It's crazy for a woman to sit beside her husband while he's telling a story. She never had a problem with it. She doesn't have a problem with it. She was even adding to the story. She was smiling. And this is the same woman that women, especially black women, were talking ish about when she got married. Do you guys remember? If you don't remember, you go pull this out. She did her marriage. She had a natural hair, minimum makeup. Her dress was not even, so it was just a normal type of, wedding. And they went in on her. Oh, look at your hair, look at your forehead. Women went in on her, not men. Women went in on her about her dress. Why is it more expensive? Your hairline, your forehead, look at the nappy head. You should have got your hair done. Should have wore a wig. These are the same women. So they went after her wedding. Now they're going after her husband. Now they're telling her to divorce him after they talk ish about her in her wedding, from her wedding photos. Now you're talking ish, and now you want her to listen to you while you're talking ish and telling her to leave her husband. Who do you think you are, trying to tell another woman to leave her husband? Because y'all hate to see them so bad, and y'all want what she has, and y'all know y'all can't get ish like that. Y'all know you will never get chosen by a man like that. He would never choose you. And for him to say, I wasn't he's not into her that much. That's why he said, I hesitated. But you women don't understand. Every man hesitates to get married. Every man. It's crazy. So guys, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it in every video. Get your passport. Even if you can only travel for 2 days out of a year, increase it. Even if you don't have a remote job, at least you have vacation days. So save up for your vacation days and find somewhere to go. You don't have to go to Medellin. You don't have to go to Colombia. You can go to Mexico City. You can go to Panama. You can go somewhere. Go somewhere. Uruguay. Go to Thailand. Go somewhere. Put your money together and go somewhere. Come to Africa. Book a consultation. I'll tell you everything you need to know about coming to Africa, visiting, visas, logistics, plane, flights, how to meet people here, how to network, right? Book a consultation, subscribe, and help us grow this channel, increase, our membership, increase subscribers, right? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Support the channel. I got my Cash App, I got my Venmo, I got everything in there. I got my PayPal, I got everything in there. Support the channel. We're going to keep bringing heat. We're going to keep talking to you guys because you guys need to hear this. This is very important to hear. I know you guys might think, oh, well, a lot of people have done videos like this. Yeah, but this is my perspective of it. And I'm going to do these videos in a perspective of a passport bro so that you guys can understand how it correlates. How does this even correlate? How does this even affect me as a passport bro? How does these behaviors from modern women, how does it benefit me if I leave the US? It benefits you a lot because you won't deal with anything like that anymore. You won't have to deal with ish like that anymore. I promise you. Women are not like that in other countries. I can promise you. I don't care what to tell you about, especially West Africa. Women are not like that here. I'm telling you. I promise you. The women are not like that here, trying to destroy another woman's marriage because of the way he told the story, because y'all so arrogant and y'all want to be worshipped so bad, and you want to draw her back to be single. They don't want her to be married. They want her to be on the street. They want her to be on the street like they are. All this bitter woman talking about, oh, we want you to be queen. Well, we're not going to ignore it. You're telling us to ignore it. She's telling you she good, and y'all telling her she ain't good, that she needs to see herself as the queen that she is, and all this accomplishment, and he's a nobody, and he's a nobody who nobody knew who she was. Nobody gives a F about that. They're married. They're happily married. There are normal marriages all over the place, all over the world. Nobody knows who they are, but they're married and they're happy. Why do they have to know who he is? What does that have to do with being married? What does that have to do with, what does her accomplishment have to do with her being married? Most of these women that are famous don't have any husband. Most of them are single. They ain't got nobody. 90% of them, from the Vivica Fox to all the Teresa P. Henson to all of these women, right? And the ones that are married, what are they doing? What's Gabrielle Union doing with Dwayne Wade? Humiliating him like crazy. Jada Pinkett, right? All these women, they're not bringing they're not bringing really much value. They're destroying it. They're really being an embarrassment. And y'all not talking ish about that. Y'all talking ish about a man that says, yes, I believe man are the prize. That's crazy, man. Get your passport, y'all. We out. We out, man. We out.